When putting your binding tape on, start with your back disc, your plug, and you want to feed from the bottom. Put your front disc on, not so tight that it will hang up the binding tape, because you want your binding tape to run freely. If you cut it on an angle, it's much easier to get started. You do not want to run it in the carrier unless you want to get a little tighter tape. Just simply pull it right back after you have your feed roller up. If you find that your binding tape is not going on tight enough, you can put some tension on it by running it through one of the carriers.
There's an illustration of this in your instruction manual, which shows the folder and the presser foot. And we want about a 1/8 inch gap between the two. The bracket is slotted, and that's what you use to change the setting of the folder. What we do is change it for straight or zigzag. I have it marked on a piece of masking tape at this point where the zigzag was, and when you move it to straight, you move it to the left. When the machine comes to you as a new machine, they are in the zigzag position. So if you're going to change to a straight stitch, you have to move the bracket over to the left. And that's done by using an Allen wrench, loosening these two screws, slide it, and lock it back down. Again, make sure that the folder doesn't hit the presser foot. Very important, because it's easy to do. Now, the reason that it changes is when you move your stitch control to zigzag, the needle moves to the left and stays there. When you're doing a proper zigzag stitch, again as shown in the manual, one side of the stitch will be in the binding material, the other side of the stitch will be just missing the edge of the binding tape. When you move this to a straight stitch, it moves to the far left position, so it will be stitching the stitch that doesn't hit the binding material, binding tape. That's why you need to slide the folder over, usually about, at the most, about 1/8 of an inch. But you do that by trial and error with a test strip.